Hello all, Ankit this side. In this video, we are going to learn about how to create a Windows EC2 machine. To create a Windows EC2 machine, first you need to log into your AWS account, which I have already done. And the next part, what you need to do is you need to select a region. In which particular region you want to create this particular EC2 machine. So by default, it is showing me North Virginia. If you want to select any other region, you can click here and select the region which is near to you. I'm going with the North Virginia here. So what you need to do is you need to search here a service called EC2, virtual servers in the cloud. So click on EC2. Click on instance. Now, next step. Click on launch instance. So here you can see on the right hand side, we have an option to launch instance. So I'm going to click here. And then to create this EC2 machine, we need to follow some steps. The first step is we need to give the name. So I'm just giving a self Windows-EC2. Scroll down. The next step is we need to select AMI. Now, what is AMI? AMI is a template which can be contain softwares, operating systems, might be application servers to launch this particular EC2 machine. These are the default AMIs which we are getting it from AWS. So here are the few we are able to see here. If you want to browse more, you can click on browse more AMI also. But which one we are going to create? We are going to create a Windows one. So select Windows one. Now when I select Windows, here I'm getting some more. So whatever is your requirement, based on your requirement, you can select the Windows operating system. I'm just going with the default one, which they are giving us, Windows Server 2022. Yes. And even this one is coming under the free tier eligible also. Scroll down. Next is instance type. With the help of instance type, we can select how much CPU and RAM we require. And by default, they are giving us the instance type with the name T2.micro. In this one, we get 1 CPU and 1 GB of the RAM. We get, and this one is coming under our free tier edge. If you having a requirement more than that, then here you will get bigger one also. While practice, just go with the T2.micro, but yes, definitely in real time, this is not the sufficient one in organizations. So you need to have a bigger one. At that time, as per a client requirement, you need to go with that. So right now, just go with the T2.micro. And then we have key pair. Key pair, I can say, is like a password to us. With the help of this key pair, we are going to generate a password for our Windows EC2 machine, and then we can connect to this machine. So to create a key pair, I need to click on create key pair. And one more thing, key pair is actually combination of two keys. One is public key and other one is private. Public key is getting stored in the cloud platforms. Private keys are getting stored in our local machine. And there is only one chance to download this private key. There is no other option we will get to download this private key. So I'm going to click on create new key pair, give the name. I'm giving this name as self Windows EC2. When I'm giving this key pair name, except hyphen other than special characters, you can't use. So I've given the name and type needs to be .pem. PPK is for putty. And for Windows machine, you can't use putty. So just select the PEM file and click on Create Key Pair. Done. Here I'm able to download. Scroll down. Then here by default, it is giving us default VPC, no preference subnet, auto sign public IP. These details you need to keep it as it is. And here system is creating a security group. Now, what is security group? Security group is a set of firewall rules that control the traffic for your instance. Means which particular person can connect to this machine or which person we are restricting. Those details we can give under the security rule. So if you allow some particular IP address, only those person can connect to this machine. Other than then, no one is able to connect to this particular virtual machine. And to connect a Windows machine, it is mandatory to enable a RDP port number. And by default, that particular port number is enabled. And the security group which they are creating it by default giving this name, launch-wizard-1. I don't want to give this name. I want to give my own name. So click on edit for network settings. Scroll down. Here I'm getting this. I'll give a self Windows and EC2. Description also. So by default, RDP port is enabling, and by default, source type is anywhere. Anywhere means we can connect to this particular Windows EC2 machine from any part of the world. So I'm just going with the default details. Scroll down. And here we have a storage like a hard disk. How much storage they are giving us by default? 30 GB. So I just going with the same default details as 30 GB. And how many machines we need to create? Only one. So we have given us one here. Our AMI, our instance type, we are creating a new security group, and storage they are giving us 30 GB. So we have given all our details. Now what we need to do is we need to click on launch instance. Done. Now when I click on launch instance, system is start creating our Windows EC2 machine. They have launched. Click on instance, refresh this page, and you can see here we are. What is state? Pending. It will take some time to show us the state as running. We'll refresh it. We'll wait here. And you can see the name which we have given to our machine. If you want to change the name, you can click here and give the name and click on the checkbox, which arrow, sorry. This one you can click here and you can give the name. If you don't want to change, leave it. And now you can see here our Windows EC2 machine is start. So this is how you can create your Windows EC2 machine. Thank you all. Thank you for watching this video. Have a nice day.